Coming up, this is, in our opinion, the secret sauce that makes a Disney vacation magical. This is why people pay top dollar to bring their families to Central Florida. Stay tuned. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Trey from Midwest Day Trips here in Orlando, Florida, checking out Disney World. We're checking out the Disney bubble. This will be the third time I've been here. This will be the second time she's been here. This will be the first time he's been here. But we've never stayed on property, so this will be a first. We're checking out the Disney bubble. We're going to be staying at the Top Century Resort. So awesome. So grab a set of Mickey Mouse ears. Come day tripping with us. Escapism. What a powerful concept. Walt Disney wanted his guests to feel like they had stepped into a magical new world whenever they visited his parks. He wanted people to be able to leave their outside lives behind and find a sense of joy and immersion at Walt Disney World. It can be argued that the Disney company has strayed from many of his visions in the years since his death, but the Disney bubble is alive and well. Once you are inside of the Disney bubble, the outside world just doesn't matter. And our first day, we had to check into our hotel around 3 p.m., which means that we had the evening to visit Disney Springs before our first park day in the morning. Disney Springs is cool. Imagine the bougiest shopping center you've ever visited, but ran by Mickey Mouse. Ironically, though, you can get the most inexpensive meal at Disney World here at Chicken Guy. Link to the video in the description. The common theme in this video is transportation. Driving is 100% optional when you're in the Disney bubble because they have a legion of vehicles at their disposal. Alright, here we are, day 2, Magic Kingdom. Let's check this out. One of the best places on the planet to be. And here we are. Link to the full Magic Kingdom video in the description. If you haven't been here, you really should experience it at least once. Everyone needs to see Main Street USA and Cinderella Castle. It's right up there with the Statue of Liberty, and I am not kidding. Nowadays, you can order food on a Disney app, and I gotta say it's definitely better this way. And no, not all of the food is hot dogs and fries, but that's what sounded good to us at the time. Shout out to this Mandalorian t-shirt. It was a long day for us to stay until the fireworks, but I strongly urge you to do so. Yes, the crowds are insane, and yes, it's an ordeal to get out of the park, and yes, it is 100% worth it. Videos are fine and all, but it's just not the same as being there. Central Florida gets a lot of rain. It comes and goes. Literally a few hours after this, it was bright and sunshiny. Point is, don't let the rain slow you down. You may even see reduced wait times because not everyone is familiar with this climate. Alright, second day at the park. We're at EPCOT. It's a little rainy, but whatever. We're gonna deal with it. I'm not gonna lie, EPCOT is my favorite place that we've ever done a video on so far. We visited during the International Flower and Garden Festival, link to the video in the description, and it's a massive video, clocking in at 44 minutes. Living with the Land is a super cool ride showcasing the past and the future of agriculture, and they also show off their collection of produce that they grow on site, which they also serve on site upstairs at the Garden Grill. We wanted to make sure that we got in a character meal, and we had heard that this one was one of the better ones. We certainly enjoyed it. It's all you can eat, and they bring the food to you. That means more time to interact with the characters. And here comes one of our favorite new additions to Disney World, the Skyliner, a total game changer for transportation.
All right, we're gonna ride the Skyliner back. We couldn't ride it this morning because of the rain, but it's crystal clear now.
This Skyliner station is located in World Showcase at EPCOT between France and the UK, and with one changeover, it practically takes us straight to our hotel. Super convenient. It's pretty neat to get a view of Walt Disney World that you normally don't get. You'll see it all, including the parts that you're not really supposed to see, like employee parking and backstage areas. Here we are at the Disney Boardwalk, and this is where the Skyliner turns and goes in a different direction. Here's the Reedy Creek Fire Department, which covers the fire protection for Disney World. Since we visited, the Reedy Creek Improvement District has been dissolved by the state of Florida, so I'm not sure what it looks like at the moment. We happened to visit right before that change went underway. And after a quick and relatively painless changeover at the Riviera Resort, we are on our way to the Hourglass Lake Station, which services the Pop Century and the Art of Animation resorts. This part of the ride is less picturesque, but it's kind of cool to see parts of Disney World that they didn't necessarily intend on people seeing.
So we are staying at one of the budget suites, but don't let the name fool you, because if you have little kids, it may be your most kid-friendly hotel you can get, because the more expensive ones are geared toward more grown-up tastes.
After EPCOT, we took it easy for the rest of the day. The next day was our off day, where we decided to check out the resorts on the monorail loop. We have a video coming soon where we show more of that. Right now, we're in front of Magic Kingdom about to ride a boat over to the Polynesian Village Resort, which we consider a must-do while at Disney World. We had breakfast reservations at the Kona Cafe, which happens to be our favorite restaurant ever. We love soaking in the Aloha spirit while we're here. This part was not planned though. After talking to some cast members, we were actually able to take a tour of the Bora Bora Bungalows, which is #1 on our bucket list for Disney resorts. And let me tell you, they are every bit as cool in person as they are on video. This is truly a dream come true as far as places to stay at Disney World. Stay tuned for more footage on the previously mentioned resort hopping video coming soon. We also show off more resorts in that video, including the Contemporary and the Grand Floridian. Here we are at the Transportation and Ticket Center, which is like the hub for Magic Kingdom. Why are we here? I don't know. I made a mistake navigating us back to the hotel, and we didn't even need to come here. My bad. At least I got a little bit of footage, though. We had to go back to Magic Kingdom to get on a bus, but finally we were heading back to the Pop Century.
You know, a lot of the guests here at Disney have been super friendly. I'd say probably 3/4 of the people we've encountered have been friendly. Don't be that other 25%, that group of people who comes to Disney and has a bad day. I don't even know how people can do that, have a bad day at Disney. You know, everyone has emotions and they get cranky, but you know, if you're finding yourself struggling with it, take a break. It's not worth it to let anything ruin your day. So as at the time of this recording, it is mid-April. We were told that after this, it gets really hot in Orlando until about mid-October. But as of right now, the sun is going down and it's beautiful. I'm actually gonna go on a jog around Hourglass Lake. So I apologize, I don't have Steadicam, but don't worry, there won't be too much of this kind of footage. Actually, let's try a slow motion shot just for funs. Here we go! This is a first. I've never vlogged and jogged before. Might as well have a first time at Disney, right? Hashtag Disney Bubble. I'm even listening to Disney tunes.
Real talk. This right here was one of my favorite memories from this trip. The evening weather in Orlando is so lovely, and you can't beat these kinds of visuals for a run.
And you're driving me crazy.
1 mile down, I normally do 3. Today I might settle for 2. I am on vacation after all.
Keep running, impatient, sweet lover.
Next day, we have Hollywood Studios, a place that I have personally been to 3 times now, and all 3 times were vastly different experiences. Star Wars and Toy Story now play prominent roles here, while the rides themselves have also evolved over the years.
And here we are at Hollywood Studios. Let's go check it out.
Once again, link in the description for the full video, and you really should check it out because we did a lot of cool stuff here. Here we are heading towards Galaxy's Edge, the Star Wars themed land. Speaking of the Disney bubble, escapism is what this land is all about. This is a canonical part of the Star Wars saga taking place between episodes 8 and 9. And next door, we have Toy Story Land, which completely nails the style and tone of the Toy Story franchise. If your kids love Toy Story, they will love Toy Story Land. And even though the park has changed so much over the years, it has always consistently maintained a spirit of Hollywood, and with its growing reliance on acquired intellectual properties, that analogy continues to be true. Also, quick shout out to the pin traders. This is so much fun. Many of the cast members have a collection of Disney pins, and you can trade your pins with them. There are, no exaggeration, over 100,000 pin designs out there, and many of them can't be purchased. They have to be traded. Here's a pro tip. You can buy pins online beforehand for a fraction of the cost. Don't buy them at the parks unless you're buying them to keep. Back on the Skyliner. Did I mention that the Skyliner goes directly to Hollywood Studios? I don't know if Disney realized how much value they have added to Hourglass Lake by giving it direct Skyliner access to Hollywood and EPCOT. And speaking of EPCOT, we're back! We decided to give EPCOT 2 full days because it's so big, but turns out we were still rushed in the second day. Full video for more details.
So now we're doing day 2 at EPCOT. It's International Flower and Garden Festival here as of the time of this shooting.
The Flower and Garden Festival is our cup of tea. Our family loves flowers and gardening. You'll see character topiaries all around the park. Plus there's numerous food kiosks set up with seasonal food and drinks. As if EPCOT wasn't already big enough. On the plus side, I was able to get a Dole Whip at World Showcase. But yeah, check out this garden. I love how educational EPCOT is. We decided on a second day at EPCOT in lieu of going to Animal Kingdom. Not an easy decision, but we didn't know how much our 5-year-old would be able to handle, and Animal Kingdom is the most humid of the 4 parks. I don't know why, but the place has a soul-sucking quality to it. Don't get me wrong, I love it, but we decided on a second day at EPCOT instead. We mostly did Future World on the first day and World Showcase on the second day. There was a little bit of overlap, and of course we visited Mexico both times. This right here was a temporary juice stand type of place. It was located right in the center of the park next to Mexico. There was also extensive construction going on at Future World, and they're also in the process of re-theming EPCOT entirely, so it's not even going to be called Future World anymore. Honestly, I think the whole project is a bit excessive and confusing, but we'll see how it turns out. This cafe was huge. Even when you go inside, you walk around the corner and realize that it's like 2 or 3 times bigger than you thought. This is also where Starbucks is located at EPCOT. There's 1 at each park and 2 at Disney Springs. We think the addition of Starbucks to Disney World was a good one, even though we didn't go to any of them on this trip. Being able to get a decent cup of coffee definitely helps with the bubble experience.
And that concludes our Disney Bubble experience video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check back all the time for new content. Take care, everyone.